Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Satoshi's news. Today's date is Monday, the 16th of December 2024, the year of 1 million transactions per second or more. Experience the best of both worlds today at betbitcoinsv.com, the best casino and sports betting on chain. Have a little flutter in private using the original protocol and genuine Bitcoin rights. Let's see what we got today. We've got another all-time high for BTC. I've just got a little song that I want to play for all the BTCers who no doubt will be obviously celebrating because it's all about number go up to them. Just a reminder of what the storm is upon us. Twitter profile said once, and look what happened to that. Oh dear, oh dear. Just got a post here from a crypto slate about Donald Trump reportedly plans to leverage $200 billion US Treasury fund for a Bitcoin reserves, whatever. Got this article here from Cointelegraph about the FCA releasing discussion paper on crypto market transparency abuse. I want to read that, obviously, because I'm in the UK and, this lot have banned the purchase of BSV, which is making it really difficult, and closing bank accounts. Literally anybody who they find touches BSV, literally all on-ramping pathways closed down. Livid, but we know what's going on because they're shitting it. A little bit of 365 days of Bitcoin history, and then we'll go through the figures as usual, because they're looking good, and they're going to continue to look good, and that'll be the end of the show. Right, let's get into it.
Satoshi, like a cowboy in the West, riding on the blockchain that they call the very best. 1 million strong, and transactions flying free. Just wait for the Terra node, you'll surely see.
Here we go. Right. So check this out. So it looks like we've got an all-time high, or actually what the so it went up to $107,000. Again, that would just be like tether pumping it. It does naff all. They're gonna have to sell out. But just to bring your attention, yesterday, so we've got the volume here. What it's gone up to sort of 4.4% at $93 billion. Well, yesterday, the trade volume was just about $56 billion, and we saw that 1.4 million BTC was $140 billion. $140 billion would literally absolutely crush the 24-hour trade volume of BTC. It would have no chance whatsoever. Even $140 billion would still crush a 24-hour trade volume of just $93 billion. It's 93 billion is what, maybe like 2/3 of 140? Close enough. BTC would stand absolutely no chance whatsoever. So we all know what's going on. This is literally the battle royale for the survival of our species. We either have a one world money, of which we all trade on, which creates a fair level playing field, or we have a one world totalitarian government, utter tyranny. And that's what all these douchebags here will be celebrating. They're like, oh yeah, we've got something that doesn't work really, we've got to sell it out and cash it out for US dollar, and that's really great because it's really good when you shit on people. So yeah, thanks for that. So as you'll be celebrating, I thought I would play you this song. Here we go, let's have a listen. There we go. That's for all you BTCers. I'm sure you'll be loving that. This post from the storm is upon us said, the two Bitcoin forks since it was invented were instigated by the deep state to take control of it. And now every move on BTC and BCH is manipulated. The original is the only free one. So basically this says that BTC and BCH are the forks. The original is the only free one. Maybe, is it a coincidence? that the account is now suspended. Right, let's get on to this. Crypto slate. Donald Trump reportedly plans to leverage $200 billion for a US Treasury fund for a BTS GregCoin reserve. So Trump's bold Treasury strategy could establish the US as a frontrunner for GregCoin reserves amid global interest. US President-elect Donald Trump is reportedly considering an executive order to establish a strategic BTC, a strategic Bitcoin reserve. That's GregCoin reserve. That should be a SGR, Strategic GregCoin Reserve, according to a Satoshi Act Fund founder Dennis Porter. On December 15th, Porter shared on social media platform X, formerly Twitter, that Trump plans to use the Treasury Exchange Stabilization Fund to implement this strategy after his inauguration. Porter stated, the Treasury, though the Exchange Stabilization Fund has the authority to stabilize the dollar by buying currencies, Trump will use the fund to buy GregCoin. Oh my goodness me. The ESF, typically reserved for the stabilizing financial markets during crisis, has total assets of more than $200 billion. They can just print that shit from nothing anyway. I mean, look. It says, look, it's got total assets of more than $200 billion. $200 billion is nothing when you compare it to the M1 money stock in 2020. Have a look at this. Look, I mean, look at the state of that. Like, 200 billion. It's absolutely nothing compared to what they printed from, February to March. I mean, good grief. Well, March to May. I mean, that went up from... So that's 4 trillion to 16 trillion. Honestly, they print this shit from nothing. Literally nothing. It's going, oh yeah, we've got a reserve of 200 billion. Bullshit. It's nothing. It's nothing. As of October 2024, historically, the fund has played a key role during events like 2008 financial meltdown and the COVID-19 pandemic. I mean, when they can print this shit from nothing, and then you think there was all that hoo-ha about, bailing out the banks and blah, 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 blah. That is nothing. I mean, 2008 was down here. Financial crisis 2008. That was 2008 financial crisis, probably that little blip. Look at what happened there during COVID. I mean, my God. Look at that little blip. And look, 2008, look, there's a little blip there. And they call that a financial crisis. And yet this happened during COVID. Oh, honestly, just absolute BS. Historically, the fund has played a role. Yeah. Porter emphasised the importance of this move for US financial strategy and the urgency of acting before other nations take the lead. If Trump decides against the executive order, Porter indicated that his organisation would push for state-level legislation to advance the strategic GregCoin reserve agenda. He added, if he doesn't, we'll be ready to apply pressure, and the state will level by creating a wave of strategic GregCoin reserves. Oh my God. Race to strategic GregCoin reserve. The concept of a strategic GregCoin reserve has gained significant traction globally. In the US, President-elect Donald Trump and his allies have been vocal supporters of the initiative since mid-2024. Lawmakers include Senator Cynthia Lummis of Wyoming have proposed acquiring substantial GregCoin holdings for national reserves. Lummis, a Bitcoin Act, suggests the US could accumulate 200,000 BTC annually over 5 years. Several US states have already taken steps towards establishing GregCoin reserves. Pennsylvania and Texas are leading the charge, with at least 10 other states actively drafting similar bills. Interest in the GregCoin reserve is also on the rise globally. Brazil recently proposed legislation to allocate 5% of its international reserves to GregCoin. Poland's presidential candidate, Sławomir Mencen, has vowed to create a Bitcoin reserve if elected. In Japan, lawmakers have urged the government to consider similar measures. Honestly, what an absolute joke this is. It just goes to show you what a piss-take fiat currency is, really. Market observers said these developments signal a growing acknowledgement of GregCoin's role in shaping future financial systems. However, and it doesn't work. It can't shape financial systems. It's a massive Ponzi scheme. However, some are also concerned about the potential centralization of GregCoin supply into corporate reserves. Oh my goodness me. What else? I mean, it's such a massive shit show. I mean, I'm just getting your popcorn ready, I mean, when the miners realize what's actually gone on, because they need coins. They don't need number go up. Number go up is useless to them. They need coins in order to keep mining, in order to remain competitive, or the system becomes like proof of stake and centrally controlled. That's it. But I mean, I wonder how many douchebags these days will understand the significance of having proof of stake, instead of proof of work that's economically competitive. Dumbing people down. The FCA releases discussion paper on crypto market transparency abuse. Let's see what they say here. So remember, the FCA, again, private limited company, no authority whatsoever as of Statutes Monopoly 1623. Honestly, as a corporate entity, has no authority whatsoever. Corporations were designed for protection, not for any sort of aggression or protections. What's the word? It was designed to give corporations protection, but not authority to use and abuse. That's all it was, for protection only. That's it. In the latest step in the long process of regulating crypto in the UK, the FCA is asking for feedback on 2 areas under its responsibility, which it doesn't have because that's bullshit. The United Kingdom may see crypto asset regulation in 2026, the Financial Conduct Authority said. In its latest step in that direction, the FCA has released a discussion paper on admissions and disclosures and market abuse regulation. What to admit and how? Under government plans, the FCA authority will be extending beyond its current anti-money laundering and promotions supervisions to include crypto asset trading, stablecoin regulation, intermediation, custody and other activities. Tokenized financial instruments, security tokens and investment vehicles are already covered by the Financial Services and Markets Act 2000. Regulated activities, Order RAO 2001. The FCA foresees allowing crypto assets offerings only through exemptions. Quote here, public offers will be prohibited unless an exemption applies. For example, when made via admission to trade on a CATP, crypto asset trading platform, or when only available to qualified investors such as institutional investors. I mean, again, they're just trying to control the issuing of it, really. Once an exemption is made, due diligence and disclosures are carried out, leading to the asset's admission to the CATP as its discretion. Public disclosures will be required to meet certain standards. Bullshit, they have no idea what those standards are. We know they're corrupt as fuck anyway. Otherwise, we can use our powers, they have none, to direct a firm to provide compensation in relation to breaches of the financial promotions regime. Who stops the abusers? They are the abusers. They're allowing securities fraud on a national scale by the banks. It's outrageous. A civil market abuse regime exists for traditional finance in the United Kingdom, but it has already been determined that the regime cannot be transferred directly to crypto assets. The FCA acknowledged the influence of the International Organization of Securities Commissions, crypto and digital asset markets recommendations on its proposal. Dear oh dear. According to the FCA, the government's consultation response has made clear the intention to facilitate through legislation. There's got no authority to do that. Cross-trading platforms informing sharing. The FCA does not intend to create mechanisms to facilitate sharing nonetheless. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I really can't be bothered. Treasury first released its plans for a crypto regulatory framework February 2023. In November 2024, the new government confirms its intentions to stick to the plan, but with a revised implementation, eliminating the phase approach. The FCA will hold consultations on stablecoin regulation separately. It is accepting feedback on 49 questions in the paper from the domestic and international stakeholders, particularly those in the wholesale sector, through March 14, 2025. Oh my god, absolute shite. I hope they're shitting themselves because they should be. They really should be. On this day, on the 16th of December 2009, Satoshi wrote here, Bitcoin version 0.2 is here. You've got download links, sourceforge.net. New features, it says there at the top here, Marty Maui, minimize to system tray option. Maybe this is Craig actually talking to Marty Maui. Auto start on boot options, so you can keep it running in the background automatically. New options dialog layout for the future expansion. Setup program for Windows, Linux version. Satoshi Nakamoto, maybe there's plans of what they need to do. Multi-processor support for coin generation. Proxy support with use with Tor. Fix some slowdowns in the additional block download. Major thanks to Marty Maui for all this for all his coding work and for hosting the new site and this forum and a new Liberty standard for help with testing the Linux version. Whoa! So the new Liberty standard, that would have been Joseph Van Perling helping him out. So Joseph Van Perling knows who he is. Oh, and he was helping him out back then. Awesome. Awesome. And we know that Joseph Van Perling is still a good guy. And he knows that Craig Wright is Satoshi Nakamoto. I mean, look, all these big hitters, literally back in the day. You know, Gavin Andresen, John Matonis, Joseph Van Perling, Craig, all of them pointing their fingers at Craig. Amazing. Right, let's have a look at these figures then just quickly. So we've got, GregCoin. What is this? BS. Look at this. You know you're winning when CoinDance tries to hide the figures from you. Look at this crap. Look at this crap. So according to CoinDance now, the genuine Bitcoin has got 0 hash rate, 0.2% of the nodes, 0 transactions, and 0 block size. Really. So let's just have a look at this, shall we? Oh dear, oh dear. Look at that. The BTCers, they know that BTCers don't have a clue what these figures mean. They know that they won't scroll past this because this will be too complicated for them. They're like, oh, what am I looking at here? They know that the BTCers have no clue. It's all about number go up. They literally do not care about the volume of transactions or the amount of data in a block. They have no idea because they think it's irrelevant and doesn't matter. Absolutely crazy. But CoinDance trying to hide the figures again. 181,000 times cheaper to transact on Bitcoin than GregCoin. 20% or in mining Bitcoin a 20% comparable loss. I mean, look at these charts when you actually understand the significance of what they mean. I mean, daily average Bitcoin block size by network on a log curve. Look, they've had to extend it. Transactions by network literally touching the top there. Transactions per block by network still moving up. Subcent fees Satoshis 1 Satoshi, you know, for the cost of an average transaction there. Block reward ratio, yeah, I mean, it's looking beautiful. The only chart you'll ever really need to look at when you know what's going to happen in the future. Global hash rate 7 days, global hash rate 24 hours, GregCoin hash rate, other miners 2.0 on there. We'll just check the profitability. Yep, still managing the profitability very carefully across all chains. B crash, other miners 52%, Fisher Price cash, well, who cares? And then Bitcoin, right? So let's have a look at the mining on Bitcoin. Oh, Mining Dutch trying to get a look in there. Kuv 32.8, Tau 30.6, QD Link 26, Gorilla Pool up to 6.7. Others 2.99, and Mining Dutch trying to get a look in 0.75. Let's have a look at the transactions here. Look at this, 65 million transactions on the on Bitcoin, representing 95.8% of the entire market's transactions volume on its network, meaning there's only 4.2% split between the rest of the 39 shit coins. Let's have a look at Tether. Oh, not too much gone on today, but I mean on the week, 138 up to 140. So 2 billion, 2 billion in this week. That's why they've managed to push BTC above that. Let's have a look at this on the super chart. Yeah, that's when they're pushing it down. Just trending sideways, nothing too exciting there, but what's happening with Bitcoin versus GregCoin? Ooh, that's on the 1 minute. Look at this on the 1 hour chart. 30-minute chart, seriously. That's more like it. Alright, yeah. Okay, let's do the 1 hour chart. Yeah, on the way down. We're at $66, whereas GregCoin went up to 107 today. Probably see it more clearly on Orange Gateway. $67, yep, trending sideways. Yep. Let's have a look at that compared to GregCoin. So are we going down? Yep. Yeah, thought so. Let's see where we are on the charts. They'll be in the 90s now. In the 90s. No way. Let's have a look. Oh no, 87. Still hanging in there. Look at that. Can you believe it? Number 87 in market capitalization. And yet this one coin has got 95.8% of the entire market's transactions on its network. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. But there we go. That is a 20-minute show. Hope you enjoyed it. So if you enjoy these updates, please ding your donations for your appreciation to either Satoshi at sendme.com, handcash.io, simply.cash, related.com, rockwallet.me or senti.ch. We'll leave it there. Hope you enjoyed it. And as ever, be aware, take care, stay safe out there, and we'll see you in the next one.